the Elephant Hill wildfire was in the summer of 2017. It was a large fire that burned extremely hot. One of the results of that is that all the organic matter in the soil basically gets vaporized by the heat of the fire. So when it rains on that hydrophobic soil, the water just runs off. And when it runs off in intense rainfall events, it takes a lot of the soil with it, and you end up with these debris flow events.
On August 11th, 2018, a debris flow hit the highway. So we needed a plan that we could implement our protocols and track real-time data so that we could proactively close the highway and ensure the safety of the traveling public.
The solution was deemed to be to really monitor the rainfall in high resolution spatially, so a bunch of rain gauges distributed over a relatively small area, and measuring at short time intervals.
You can see all the erosion paths here from this debris slide here. The accuracy of the water gauges is absolutely critical. We're able to calibrate what kind of water flows that we see from the tipping gauges and the behavior of specific sites throughout the Elephant Hills area. And we can also see the effect on the culverts, the drainage systems.
The biggest problem we had was trying to identify where the worst problems were going to occur. So every creek was looked at, and then we had a lot of failures on the face units between the creeks because they're too steep, and there was some very intense rainfalls.
The most positive outcome is the use of the protocol and working with the engineers, the patrol staff in the field, the weather staff, the tracking, the review of the sites, and all the inputs in order to provide a really safe driving experience for the traveling public.
The most exciting outcome was seeing the science being applied in the real world. That's something we can go on the ground and we can make an identification of a problem, and we can take it through, and somebody can take that and apply it to public safety on the highways.
The monitoring and protocol is so important to the citizens of BC because our job is to ensure the safety of the traveling public. And so with these guidelines and real-time data collection, we're able to determine when the appropriate time is to close the highway proactively to ensure the safety of the public.